Welcome back to Motor Authority, the channel where we break down the latest in military technology, tactical innovations, and defense systems from around the globe. Today, we're diving into something that's turning heads in Southeast Asia, where the Philippines use an adaptation of the Hydra 70 missile system as of 2025. This isn't your average weapons system, it's a proven, modular, and surprisingly versatile rocket platform that the Philippines is integrating in some uniquely strategic ways. So let's get into the heart of it. The Hydra 70 is not new. Developed in the United States back in the 1940s and refined through the Vietnam War era, the system has become a mainstay on helicopters like the AH-64 Apache and fixed-wing aircraft like the A-10 Thunderbolt II. What makes it still relevant in 2025? Precision, modularity, and affordability. And now, the Philippines is giving it a new life, from counterinsurgency missions to naval defense, adding their own innovations to a trusted American design. In the Philippine military, especially the Philippine Air Force and Navy, the Hydra 70 is no longer just a weapon strapped to a helicopter. It's a strategic asset. The Philippine Air Force has taken a unique approach by mounting Hydra 70 pods onto light attack aircraft like the FA-50 Golden Eagle and even the A-29 Super Tucano. These platforms are ideal for the kind of asymmetric warfare that the Philippines often faces: fast-moving targets, insurgents in mountainous terrain, or coastal patrol threats. The Hydra 70 offers the kind of rapid, localized firepower that's hard to match with heavier or more expensive systems. In 2025, the Philippine Navy is also experimenting with sea-based Hydra platforms. One project involves integrating modified Hydra 70 launchers on smaller patrol boats and fast attack crafts. Why? Because the Spratly Islands remain contested, and small naval units need a fast response capability that doesn't break the budget. Hydra rockets, especially when fitted with advanced guidance kits like the APC, that's the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon System, can turn a traditional unguided rocket into a laser-guided mini-missile. That means pinpoint accuracy against small surface targets, pirate boats, or even drone swarms at sea. What's particularly exciting is how the Philippines is pushing local defense companies to participate. Companies like Philippine Aerospace Development Corporation and private contractors are working on modular mounting systems that allow the Hydra pods to be transferred easily between vehicles, aircraft, or naval units. This increases flexibility in the field and allows rapid deployment where it's needed most. Now, let's talk about technology. The Hydra 70 in 2025 isn't just a dumb rocket. When paired with APC, it becomes a precision strike weapon with a circular area probable of under 2 meters. That's impressive for a 2.75-inch rocket that weighs just around 30 pounds. In urban combat zones like those in Mindanao or contested island chains, that kind of accuracy minimizes collateral damage and maximizes mission success. For the Philippines, which is still battling insurgency groups in its southern regions and dealing with increased maritime pressure in the West Philippine Sea, it's a practical, versatile solution. But there's more. In collaboration with allied nations like the United States, Australia, and Japan, the Philippines is also expanding joint training exercises involving the Hydra system. These exercises aren't just for show, they're for testing interoperability. If a U.S. Navy Seahawk helicopter needs to land in Palawan and get resupplied or rearmed, the idea is that the Philippine military will be equipped and trained to provide that support. That level of logistical integration could be crucial in a real-world conflict scenario involving China or any other regional threat. Speaking of regional threats, let's not dance around it. The West Philippine Sea remains a flashpoint. The introduction of flexible, deployable Hydra 70 systems is seen by analysts as part of a broader deterrence strategy. A fast patrol boat armed with laser-guided Hydra rockets is a small but dangerous opponent in the tight quarters of archipelagic waters. It doesn't threaten a full-fledged warship, but it can disrupt landing craft, disable radar stations, or neutralize incoming drone threats. In the kind of hybrid warfare that's becoming more common in the Pacific, this kind of system is invaluable. Another interesting aspect in 2025 is the incorporation of drone targeting systems. That's right, Philippine forces are experimenting with using UAVs to laser-designate targets for ground-based Hydra 70 launchers. That could be from a drone flying overhead or even a soldier on the ground with a laser designator. This allows for a man-in-the-loop precision strike capability without having to field expensive cruise missiles or large strike aircraft. This kind of decentralized, modular capability is exactly what smaller nations need in the 21st century. On the manufacturing side, the Philippines is still importing most Hydra 70 rockets from the US. But there's an increasing push to manufacture components locally. Warhead casings, fusing systems, and mounting hardware are among the parts now being produced in-country. There's also talk of a local variant in Hydra PHA which could feature improved range or anti-armor capabilities designed specifically for jungle warfare and archipelagic defense. If this becomes a reality, it could significantly reduce the cost per shot and improve the country's strategic autonomy. The big picture here is capability building. The Hydra 70 is not the most advanced missile system in the world. But it's simple, cheap, adaptable, and effective. For a country like the Philippines, which faces everything from internal insurgencies to high-stakes maritime standoffs, it's the kind of tool that can be deployed widely and maintained without draining the defense budget. And the way they're integrating it from fixed-wing aircraft to naval platforms, and even mobile ground units shows a level of creativity and tactical awareness that's often underestimated in the region. Looking ahead, the key will be how well the Philippines can continue to evolve the system. Integrating AI-based targeting, improving data sharing between branches, and further localizing production will all be vital. But even as it stands, the Hydra 70 system is a quiet success story, an old weapon with new potential in a country that's finding smart ways to use what it has. So if you're watching from Manila, Mindanao, or anywhere in the archipelago, you should know that your armed forces are doing more than just upgrading gear. They're building a tactical doctrine that makes sense for your geography, your budget, and your strategic challenges. And at the center of that, believe it or not, is a little rocket born in the 1940s, still making waves in 2025. That wraps it up for today's episode on Motor Authority. If you found this video informative, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive. We'll be covering more Philippine defense developments in the coming weeks, including the new drone swarm program and updates on the BrahMos coastal defense batteries. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay smart, and stay aware.